So, I think that you don't have to believe me. I just think that cortisol processes time because when your cortisol spikes, you do this. I'll show you. How many more times like that? Do you remember the time that I told you, like, this is the last time, like, every time it's time. Every time it's like time when your cortisol spiking. Oh, maybe there's a time processor that the cortisol, and if you think about like the way that an NFT is managed through governance and decentralized autonomous organization, it's kind of like suggestive that the cortisol itself, when it's spiking, could be harvested by beings caught with a perspective that is not right for you. Sometimes people can come with those beings too in their perspective, right? Excuse me. Um, if you're just trying to calculate how much more time am I going to spend possibly working for someone else? Am I working for myself right now? You can have a cortisol spike then. You want to know if you're working for yourself or somebody else because it could be listening. Remember, like, you have to sweat out the parasite when you're being scammed because what they could do with time is it something that I mean, if you knew what they could do, then you wouldn't get scammed. This time is different. I'm gonna break a rule that I never break. How could there be a scam if there wasn't a rule that you would never break? And this time it's different. When when they start to talk to you like, oh, why don't you import all of your wallets onto the same ledger like easy? Like you should have fucking realized then that the dude was scam. Who would the fuck say that then? You know what I mean? Even if I think that I need to create an exportable key through a utility application so I can accomplish late token swaps because I've missed the chance to swap the tokens into the main net, then that they lost all their value. Like I sold half of them, okay, then I sold half of them again, right? But I still had some left over, but I was just not really into the like I wasn't absorbed with the way that they were going to roll out the technology. So I missed out and I wasn't paying attention to that one. I was trying to manage too many different assets. No, it doesn't mean that's a lot of money. It just means I was trying to make bank on a few small investments, like $85 here, $100 there. Okay, then one of the very successful ones. So I had the wallet still, and I didn't have you don't have all the together. You know what I mean? So I was like, yeah, man, if I I'll go ahead and do it. And I forgot that I had two other assets on different, but it was the same. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking that they were separated somehow. I forgot. Fucking dumb. Anybody could have woke me up at that time. Any a newbie could have been like, yo, I don't think that's you should do that, and it would have brought me back. Something had me like, but the thing was another element of the scam that made it harder to figure out is like I thought that I had got him in trouble because he wasn't supposed to reach out to people like that. He helps all the time. Like he just kind of, he contacted me from the chorus team. It was Telegram, right? And the Constellation DAG development team, you know what I'm saying, assistance line, whatever. It had the same logo and everything, and you know, and they connected me to somebody that, you know what I'm saying, like they helped me. I mean, I thought it was DAG Constellation because in Telegram they use the same logo. Okay, whatever. Should never break that rule. Never put your private keys on any utility application to create an exportable, what they call a extended public key, so that you can conduct late token swaps. Right? it's not completely idiotic because I thought, like, oh, this is slick, right? And they got me for what, 2 Ethereum and some Tomo chain and some Go chain, which is probably gonna fucking take off. It's probably gonna go way higher. But I only invested small amounts in the. It's just that at the point in time that I lost it, it was like $7,000-8,000, and I keep a lot of non-fungible, so it would be a really hard time to. You'd have to really kidnap me, it wouldn't be worth it. Plus, it's all transparent and immutable on an open ledger, so I could get, accounts de-evaluated just by being associated with my crypto. Their portfolio would lose value. It's like hitting a lick and then trying to go hang out with your main friend or something like that. You think his mom is not going to whoop your ass. These people think I'm, saying they think I'm talking about what I'm going to do or something. I'm only worried that they're going to steal it before they're smart enough to know that they really can't steal it. Then it's just going to be a really bad problem. This just be a problem. Plus, I can also, in ways, set myself up if I'm talking to a scammer and I don't know what kind of data that they want. And if I cuss them out, I'm saying? I told you that before. I left out a couple ways that they could keep the scam going, but like basically, like they're willing to go places that we're not willing to go in order to get what they want. So it seems, like it's like almost like fucking you had to see it to know it was real, like, or else you wouldn't understand. And then you have to consider what's could be still, what I'm saying. It's all about a custody solution. If it's not so NFT is not an investment, but you still need a custody solution, right? What else is that? Like maybe gold. Gold is not an investment. You could be invested in gold, but you don't want to have any gold. You just be like holding paper, right? If you're holding gold, it's not really an investment. Who knows what you're going to do with it? But you need a custody solution. And gold does help you with being more risk averse, But if you if you just have gold, you're not risk averse. I'm not risk averse to even be talking about it, but it's still true, right? And maybe a little bit, but I mean, if it's not physical, then but yeah, risk averse talks is like it's layered thing too. Like you have whether or not you can benefit from volatility, and whether or not you're diversified. Is both play into it. But something that would not be that you would need a custody solution for, you wouldn't have to really be diversified unless again I knew what you're gonna do with it. Because what the fuck do I know? Like, I don't know you. You know what I mean? I don't know you. Okay.